My name is Harper, and my favorite badge was the horseback riding badge. The most fun thing we did was braiding the horses' tails and getting to ride them on a trail. Other things we did was getting to groom the horses, learning about horse safety, putting on their saddles, and getting to go on a ride on a trail. While the horses were eating, we got to braid their manes and tails.
Hi, my name is Autumn, and my favorite badge is the Entertainment Technology badge. Some things we did were block script, learned how to code, and compose music through code. The thing I did for my video game was make a cake character that ate flowers and pink mushrooms. My favorite part of this badge was definitely making my own video game.
Hi, my name is Charlotte, and my favorite badge is the Junior Detective badge. For this badge, you will practice the power of observation, communicate through code, observe fingerprints, try out detective science, and follow clues to solve a real mystery. One of the great things about this badge is the anticipation when you find the combination once you open the box. We did this badge during the winter season, so my elf name was Gingerbread Sparkle Toes.
Hi, my name's Amelia, and one of my favorite badges that we did as a junior was the Independence badge. One of the most fun things we did was go to Union Station in Denver by using a train. To earn this badge, we had to break a bad habit, change my style, and figure out public transportation. A learning experience that you have to remember is to always remember your train times, because on the way back, we missed our train by a few seconds, and we had to Uber independently.
Hi, my name is Ensley, and my favorite patch was the food drive patch. We put baskets around the school to collect food. How we did that was making signs for food drive that people would donate to. Then we would give it to Food for Hope. Then we went in a line and put food in the bags. For example, we put mandarin oranges, cans of soup, and bars. After that, this food would go to children at school who would go home without no food on the weekends. And those hungry bellies would be starving for the weekends until they would come back to school on Monday. The school is the only source of food, so this is really important to schools. So that's why you should donate to food drives.
Hello, my name is Ensley, and I'm the host for today.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Jordan.
Jordan, what is your favorite patch of Girl Scouts?
My favorite patch is the horseback riding patch. I love this patch because you get to ride on horses and we get to braid, feed, and comb their hair. This grooming process is really fun when the horses are slightly dirty, because then you actually get the full grooming experience. When we were getting ready for our trip on the trail, we learned how to saddle our horses and get them all geared up. When we went on the trail, we went around the trail, and I learned while I was on that trail that when you're going down a slope, you need to lean back to reduce weight. When you go uphill, you have to lean forward to add weight. When we also had a funny moment where we had a pee line. Yeah, a pee line. when one horse at the end of the line started peeing, and then the rest of the horses started peeing down the line, and it was really funny. When we came to start moving again, a mule started peeing again. So yeah, when we finally started moving back onto the trail, we got a bunch of trotting moments. Trotting is basically when humans jog and horses speed up a little. You also have to lift your butt up to be able to trot, so you're not bouncing up and down the entire time you're trotting.
It's me, your host again, Ensley. Today, our second contestant is Abby! Hi, Abby. What is your favorite patch?
It was a swim patch. So we started by going to rec center and we made these pow boats. You took a sheet of cardboard and you cut out the shape of it with a little notch in the back for the propeller. Then you stuck a toothpick through and added a rubber band and your little sheet of cardboard for the propeller. And you twisted it up and it would zoom across the bucket we had. And it was super fun. And then we went swimming for the rest of the day. You might be wondering, how did the paddle boats float? They were made out of cardboard. We covered them in super pretty duct tape. Some of it was shiny, some of it was rainbow. It was super pretty. And then we went paddleboarding. We went to a lake and we rented paddleboards. It was super fun. And our host here, Ensley, pushed one of our fellow Girl Scouts off a paddleboard. And she was so scared because she thought the fish were nibbling on her toesies. She was screaming so loud. Super funny.
Hi, my name is Kenley, and my favorite patch is the I-5 patch. During the I-Fly patch, we got to go indoor skydiving. It was so much fun, and we also got to do the high fly. We were really high. We were defying gravity.
Hello, we are Troop 66767, and we have recently completed our Bronze Award.
I'm Georgia.
I'm Roxy.
I'm Gabby.
And I'm Lexi. So what is a Bronze Award?
Well, a Bronze Award is an award where you work together with your troop and you find a problem in your community that you would like to solve, and it has to be a lasting impact, and each girl must spend 20 hours on this.
What did you guys do for your Bronze Award?
We helped increase adoption rates for pet bat shelters.
And how did you do that?
Well, we made all sorts of treats and toys and bandanas for the shelters, and we helped host some events for people who had adopted animals, and we even created a social media post as a lasting.
So how long did it take to complete the Bronze Award?
It took us our whole 2024-2025 Girl Scout season, and each girl did about 20 hours or a little bit more to volunteer or help make or do stuff for the shelters.
So, how do you guys feel when you finally finished?
I felt filled with pride and joy and happiness that we'd helped all these shelters and adopters and pets find homes.
I felt really